Hello creatives! Blending tool is an amazing transformation tool in Adobe Illustrator. Let me show you some examples that blend tool can make. On this beautiful line effect, I have used the blend tool on two stroke lines to create this effect. Here, the tool is used on full color objects. These are live textures. That means you can edit even after applying the blend effect on them. This is a live text transformed to a star using the blend tool. Most of you may have seen long shadow effects, and the blend tool is the easiest way to create long shadows. There are few more examples here, and today we will go through how we can make and edit these transformation effects. I will also share few tips and tricks related to blend tool. Before starting the tutorial, you can download this artwork Illustrator file from the link in the description, or you can work on your own samples. So let me show you how we can apply blend effect on stroke or lines. There are two ways to apply blend tool. One is by using the blend tool directly from the tool panel, and the second option is by going to the object, blend, and select to make. It's disabled now because we didn't select any objects to make blend. I will show you both options in detail while we are going through the tutorial. So to apply the blend effect, we must select at least two objects. So here I am selecting these two strokes. I have given two different colors on strokes. Then select the blend tool. First, click on one anchor point from one stroke. Before making the second click, we can see a tiny plus icon below the blend tool. That is to show that we are adding to the previous selection we made. Now, click on an anchor point from the second stroke. You can see an amazing color wave transformation between the strokes. There are three additional spacing options in blending. We can see the blend options panel by double-clicking on the blend tool. Make sure you have selected the blended object. Then double-click on the tool. In default, the spacing will be smooth colors. Select specified steps, then you can number how many steps you need between the strokes. Let's try a number of 15. Activate the preview option to see the live previews. Now let's try the third option, specified distance. Let's try a 1 cm. And that will leave a 1 cm gap between all the lines. In the orientation section, we also have align to path option. We will go through that later with another example. Here, the smooth color option is making a large number of steps between the strokes to give you a smooth effect. We can do this in the specific steps spacing by increasing to a higher number. That is one way to use the blend tool. The second way is by going to the object menu, then select blend and then select make. You can also use the shortcut Alt-Ctrl-B to apply the effect. You can remove the blend effect by clicking release or using the shortcut Alt-Shift-Ctrl-B. Selecting the blend option will show the blend options menu. It's the same as double-clicking on the blend tool. The best thing is that we can still edit the objects even after applying the blend tool. Select and right click and then select isolate selected group to make editing. You can also enter the isolation mode by doing a double click on the blended objects. Now we can select each lines individually to make adjustments, like repositioning the lines, or changing the thickness of stroke, or changing the color, or changing the shape by using the direct selection tool. We can also apply gradient colors on the stroke. Once you are satisfied with the results, press escape key or double click outside to exit from isolation. We can reposition objects back to front using the option from Object, Blend, Reverse Front to Back. We can also do the same from the layer panel by moving up or down the layer position. There are two more options in the menu. One is disabled and the other one is not gonna make any difference on the selected objects. So we will go through that later. Now let me show you few additional options when we blend on fill color objects. Here I have two shapes with filled colors. Let's see what we can do using blend tool. Select both and pick blend tool and select an anchor point from each objects. Let's make some adjustment from the blend options panel. We can change the color of butterfly by going into the isolation mode. I think the butterfly needs more projection, so let's make a copy and paste above and change it to a blue color. Much better, right? We can also use gradient colors for blending. This will bring unexpected result to our designs. Now let's check if the disabled option is active or not. Now right, these two options are related to spine. Let me show you what says spine here. I'll release the blend Let me make another copy to show you the difference. On the second copy, I'll move the butterfly in a distance. Now let's apply blending on each set separately. Now you can see a line between the objects that are in a distance, but not here. The line is what is called a spine. The blend option do not make spine if the objects are close to each other, but it will do if the objects are in a distance. But we can create a spine by just drawing a line. Then select all, then go to Object, Blend, Replace Spine. Now both the objects in the blend are at the end point of the line we created. We can replace each object position by the other object by selecting the reverse spine from the blend menu. We can also edit the spine by going to the isolation mode, then select the spine and make changes using the direct selection tool. Here I want to make this butterfly following a curved line. So let's make two copies and apply blend. I just used the shortcut Alt-Ctrl-B. The butterflies are in a straight line now, but I want the butterflies to follow the curved line that I made. Click here to swap between fill and stroke, or use the shortcut Shift X. So let's replace the spine. It will look better if they are standing back to back, not like this. There comes the option Align to Path. Double click on the blend tool for the options panel, then change the orientation to Align to Path. Then click OK. You can experiment the Align to Path option on leaves or arrows or on flowers. Now we have finished all the visible options related to blend tool in Illustrator. You can stop here if you want, but if you are leaving, please don't forget to like and subscribe. But I have few more tips for you. We can do blending on more than two objects. Select all the objects, then apply blend. We can also add it to a blend we have already made. Go to isolation mode, then add a shape. It will automatically blend to that shape. Let me type two letters. Now let's apply the blend tool. Wow, look at that transformation. So the blend tool can be used on the text also. Now let's try blending from a text to a filled object. Working perfectly, right? Most of you may have seen long shadow designs. Yes, here is the easiest solution. I want the shadow to start from the small a to big A. Color them with black and white. Now select both and apply blend. Then change the color blend to multiply from the appearance panel. Then reduce the opacity to 20. Let's place a copy of letter A above the shadow. Let's give a gradient on it. As you can see, we cannot apply gradient directly on a text, but we can do this by doing a trick. Remove the color first. Go to Appearance panel. Click on the burger lines. Select Add New Fill. Now apply the gradient. The gradient will be visible now. We can make long shadows not only on text, but also on fill or stroke objects. Let me show you how I made this effect. I made two copies, one with fill and stroke, and one with just fill. Then apply the blend. Done. Here I have used blending on gradient lines, just like we learned at the beginning. Here I have used the masking option on the lines. If you want to learn more about masking, please check the above link or the link in the description. And the last thing is expanding the blend effect. Expanding will make each steps of blending into a new object. Select the blended object and go to Object, then select Expand. Then we can select each steps of blending. We can also use the expand option from the blend option. Both are same. That's all about blend option in Adobe Illustrator. I hope that I covered all the options related to blend tool. Please let me know if I missed something in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you think the tutorial is useful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye.